Hey, this is Mike. Just a short video to show you how I created that stylized scene that is in the farming part 2 video, as it links to this video. But this can also be a standalone video. I used this hand-painted grass and ground textures. It's free on the asset store. And so what we'll do is use this texture pack to create terrain, and we are going to use this grass flowers pack for free from ALP, from the asset store, to do some grass and flowers. And we are going to use a tree that comes with the farm pack Lite pack, this tree right here, to do the trees. So let's get started. And so what I'm going to do is create a terrain object, so 3D terrain. And I'm in a URP project, just to let you know. So these are all URP compatible assets. So the terrain, what we're going to do is click on the settings, and we want only 100 by 100. I created a very small terrain for the character, for the scene. 100 by 100 is pretty good size anyway. And so what we're going to do here, we can raise or lower terrain. So typically, I don't have the terrain tools installed, so I have a limited number of brushes. But what we can do is click one of these built-in brushes here, and we can move up our brush size. And maybe this one I like, and the opacity a bit. And then basically we can just click down, just to create some hills and whatever. And we can also use different brushes like this, just to create some variation. And basically what I wanted was a central area that was smooth. And what we want is a set height there. So what we can do is flatten that by doing this, sort of like that. And then we can smooth it so that it blends in with the surrounding terrain better. So here's a good area. I had a circular area in the other one. So what we want to do is texture this now. And so what we can do is paint texture. The hand-painted grass and ground textures comes with a bunch of these type of textures here. And we're going to use the grass normal, and we're going to use the dirt normal. That's the only two I used, really. So the grass normal, and so what we can do here on the terrain is add a layer. If I do grass normal, and you can pick any one of these, left, right, up, or down. And it's a terrain. It is ground in the demo folder. They have terrain layers already set up, so it's easy to use. So now that we selected that one, the whole terrain is this one texture. And what we can do is change the material settings and move the size, maybe 16 by 16. Make it bigger so that it's less, you don't see the tiling as much. So that's good. And what I did was I had a dirt area in the middle. So that's what we'll do here. And we will just add that dirt layer. Dirt normal, do up. And now we have to just paint that in. So, because the dirt is on top of the grass. So we'll just paint that in, and maybe move down I'll keep a brush size like this. And we're just painting that in right here. And that's basically it. And we can see, let's see, the tiling settings. We could do whatever you think looks good. And then if you don't like the fact that there's green or whatever, we can just make some grass come back there, or just whatever you want, whatever you feel that you like. So basically, that's all you do is just click this stuff just to paint it. You could do that. And then, so basically, once you have an area that you like, we can now put some grass on the surrounding area and trees and etc. So let's put in some grass. So in the Paint Details tab, we just go to Edit Details, Add Grass Texture. And if we look at the Grass Flowers pack, there is a grass textures we can use in there. So Grass 01, for instance. And we can just, I like to do 0.5 and 1. Find the defaults are too high for a normal size character. So if we want to do that, we add, and then we just paint it in. And do this. And if we go in closer, we can see where the grass is. So if we want more grass, we can do or if we want it to appear farther away, because right now the detail distance is 80, so you won't see it over here. But if you up the distance, you'll see it farther away. So like 200 should be enough for this small terrain. So we have some grass showing up here. And then, so we just want to, you just paint the whole terrain with it basically. So let's just do that. I'll use this one maybe. Bigger brush. And you won't, just do that. And we'll see the grass coming in. So, and then we can add some more details. They have other detail meshes here. They have grass flower. So we can pick some of these flowers, like a red flower there, and add that. And then we can paint some of that in as well. And you can vary the opacity. And then you have some red flowers. Just a quick very quick method of doing it. And if you don't like these in the middle of where you want to have your scene, you can shift click and get rid of the stuff you don't want to see in that area. So just shift click it. Get rid of the grass and the brown areas that you don't want. So that's all you have to do. And lastly, we're going to put in some trees. So let's do the paint trees here in the middle. And we can do edit trees, add a tree. And we're going to use a prefab tree. So these ones won't have wind on them. So you just, but this stylized tree isn't the type of tree that would bend anyway. And then I can just do mass place trees. And it doesn't have LODs, like level of details defined in this one. So you can't do random rotation. But other than that, so they're all going to have the same rotation. But For this scene, we don't need it. So then you can put in how many trees you want. So I think I did like 250 maybe trees, and you just click place, and it brings in all the trees, and maybe more actually. You can say 500 and then uncheck the keep existing trees, and it'll get rid of all the trees and redo it. And then basically what we want to do is take the brush and shift click all these trees that are in the middle until you get your area that you want. So basically that's all I did for that scene. Just a quick way of doing and then you can also change here, tree and detail objects. So the detail distance, so by default, the distance of tree and detail objects is not that far, I guess, but on this terrain, it doesn't really matter. But on the larger terrains, you can turn up the see, this one affects the grass though. So you can turn up the detail distance to see the grass farther away. And the tree distance is already set to 5,000. So if we bring it right down, it'll get rid of them all. And by default, it's 5,000. So, and the wind settings for the grass, if you want wind, it will automatically, if we take a look at align that with the view and see if we get wind on the grass. And yes, we do. It just doesn't show up in edit mode, just in play mode. So you see the grass does have wind to move it around. So basically that's all I did to set up that scene. And it's a very quick and easy scene. You get a stylized, nice looking stylized environment. And of course, if these trees are too close together, we can remove one of them by taking the brush size down and clicking the ones we don't want. So if you have problems with the shadows moving around and stuff, which I had some flickering and shadows, if you come in to the RP asset of the URP renderer, the pipeline asset, you could change the shadow resolution to 8192 and the shadow atlas resolution. I turned it up as well, because I think by default it's like 512 or something. And then the shadows don't look as good. Let's see, 1024, but 8192 is good. And then the max distance is also a setting that, if you turn that way down, too far down, if it's only like 10 or something, let's see what it is. You'll get these weird artifacts like this showing up. So that's a sign. If the shadows are moving like that all you have to do is up the max distance until they stabilize, and then they shouldn't move around. So 59, 60. And then this is fixed for your whole project, all the scenes in your project. So that is, and then you can get soft shadows as well. Although I don't know that it makes much difference. But if we take off the soft shadows, you get this pixelated look. So it smooths that out by doing that. And you can do different quality settings. But It'd be fine for this size. Seem to use the highest settings. So anyway, that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. And thanks to all my patrons. Your support means a lot to this channel. And we will see you in the next one.